first thing we need to do is just nick our line with our angle grinder, just to get the cut started. So if we start on our corner, we just create a little nick, just a little groove, and then we can follow that all the way around our brick. Our brick marked off where we need to cut it. We're gonna give it a shot. All right. So we've got our brick measured off. Okay, we need 4 3/4 of an inch. What's that? What's that? Yeah, 4 3/4 of an inch. So let's see. Give it a shot here. I got my Ryobi grinder, and I can swap it out between my metal cutting or grinding into masonry cutting and masonry grinding. So I've got my masonry cutting blade on, and we're gonna give it a shot. Okay, it's my first time doing this. Locks off. All right. A mask on, so I'm gonna go find a mask. I'll be right back. Try to find something to cover my face. Alright, I couldn't find a mask, but I did find some neck gaiters that my sister gave me. She had these for me to cut the yard, so I doubled up. I got a smaller one under the pink one, so we go with that for now. Glove. All the way through. I don't think this is gonna be long enough. We're not gonna make it through with this guy. Well, it broke, but clearly my cutting wasn't even. I mean, this is my first time. I wasn't expecting it to be perfect. I did break off a little chunk that I probably needed, but it's okay. I'm not expecting it to be perfect. All right, so as you guys can see, I finished up my flower bed wall. I worked on that last night, and I hauled in 3 more loads of brick from out in the pasture, and I got them stacked up. So I needed a piece cut to fill in this gap right here, and we're gonna take that one and slide it right in there. And that still works, even though I broke off the corner. It doesn't matter, doesn't even show. All right. And now we're all set on our pollinator flower bed. All we need to do now is come back and cement it, reinforce it, basically. All right, guys. So you saw me cut my first brick with my masonry blade. It wasn't my best cut, but it was my first. You know, we'll keep trying, we'll get better. So now that we've got all of our bricks set up, I'm gonna go ahead and I've got a bag of cement in the garage. I'm gonna grab that. We're gonna try to mix up some mud and see if we can reinforce our wall today. I've never used cement before, so this is gonna be interesting. But you know, hey, it's our 40 outdoors. We're doing new things, all right? We're doing stuff we never did before, and you know, we're enjoying it. So we're gonna test it out. We're gonna mix up a little bit, and we're gonna try to reinforce our wall. All right, y'all, stay tuned. Definitely don't want to breathe in comfort. Okay. I'm gonna wet my bricks down before I get started. So I'm wetting my bricks down to try to make them a little more porous to help them adhere to the concrete mix. In my mind, it makes sense. See a few spots, so I need to turn it like right here. Right here. Still got one of the holes open, so it'll still work. my original markers from when I marked off the garden and made my rows. So we don't need this anymore since we got a nice brick in bed down here. All right, let's go ahead. Finish hosing this down and get to it. All right, guys, I'm gonna drop it into a time lapse, and I'll see you when we get done. All right, guys. It took a little time, a lot more than I expected, but I got one wall. Done. So I did get this wall on the outside here. Yeah, I did get this one cemented down. It took a whole bag to do this one wall, so I know it's gonna take at least 2.5, probably 3 solid bags to do the entire J shape for this flower bed here. But for now, we'll keep working on it as we get time. But we're gonna stop right here for today. All right. See, the sun's going down. It's a shoddy job. I'm not a masonry or concrete person. I don't do brickwork. Never have. This was my first time using concrete. First time mixing it. But it did pour through the holes. So I did get the holes filled, and it's somewhat stable. So I'm satisfied. I'm happy with the job. It's not gonna be perfect. I don't expect it to be perfect, nor do I expect it to look perfect. I just want it to hold my wildflowers. All right. So we're gonna end it right there with that. We'll come back later with an update as we continue to work. All right, guys, it's your favorite cousin. This is South 40 Outdoors. Please like and subscribe and stay tuned. All right. I'll see you guys next time.